Well, hi Pisces, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for August reading. Wow. I'm going to start posting on Wednesdays and Friday mornings. So I just want to give you a heads up. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Pisces, let's find out what you can expect coming up in August. Pisces in August. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, the overall energy, Pisces, is the Four of Wands. This is a card of marriage. It's a card of union between two people with lots of joy, lots of happiness. It's a soulmate card, a divine soulmate card. It surrounds your entire reading. Let's find out why. Up here in your highest energy, the Eight of Swords. You've been feeling bound. You've been feeling trapped. Like you don't know everything. Like you can't see everything. Like you don't have all the facts, sort of. And you've been kind of feeling bound by that and not being able to move forward because you need to know that you don't even know there's swords all around you, that there is truth and clarity all around you, but you don't know what it is, and you need to know. So these two cards are in your highest energy. So I think you're thinking about a commitment with somebody, but you still have questions that you don't have answers to. So let's read on. Next to the Eight of Swords is the Star card. You have done some deep healing. You've just done some deep healing from a previous or this soulmate, this relationship. You have healed right down to your bare bones. It's like you're seeing your own reflection in the pool of water, remembering who you are, who you're meant to be, the essence of who you are, what you want, what you don't want from life. Very spiritual, very deep healing. Now, I think you've been in this healing place for a while, because you're leaving it behind. You're leaving the old behind and you're moving forward. So it feels like there's some kind of a past energy involved in this reading that you needed to heal from, you needed to understand, get your questions answered so that you could move forward, and I feel like you get that done. That's beautiful. So you're leaving it behind and you're moving forward. That's what the Death card is all about. Ringing out the old year and ringing in the new year. Well, this is the card for Scorpio. Scorpio might be strong in your chart or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. So there you go. And then under the Eight of Swords is the Three of Cups. There's going to be a reunion, and a very happy reunion here with somebody. This is a coming together with love and joy. Now it's right next to the Four of Wands. I think because see, the Eight of Swords is a card of illusion, because you can always get out of that situation. The mouth isn't bound, the feet aren't bound. I think you do release yourself, and I think you do move forward. And you move forward towards this place of joy and happiness. Now, I think there's a reunion with somebody, because it is next to the Four of Wands. And I think it's a reunion with a divine soulmate. See the 1111 in that Four of Wands. Yeah, it's like you might run into them at a party. You might run into them at a club, the grocery store. It doesn't really matter. But you will. I don't see that one of the two is actually, well, yeah, here we got the Four of Cups. I think you run into them. Okay, this is how I feel. I feel like there's two things going on here at the same time. I feel like you're leaving one relationship and healing very deeply over it and leaving it behind. And also, in you leaving it behind, I think they're trying to come back in. Okay? And I don't think you'll have it. I think you're done with it, and that's why you're moving forward, and that's what you're leaving behind. But at the same time, there's a happy reunion with someone else coming in here. August, yeah, August is a time for barbecues. It's a time for being in outdoor groups of people. Um, I I really feel like you're going to bump into somebody that you already know, and you're going to have this happy reunion, a catching up time. I also think it's going to evolve into the Four of Wands. This other energy, I don't think they could have been a soulmate, but I think whoever you're having a reunion with is definitely a soulmate, and I think they're definitely a divine, special soulmate. So I have the Nine of Swords here. This is like being up in your head. This could happen before you even leave this other relationship, because you're up in your head. And these are thoughts of truth and clarity. I mean, they may come in while you're still healing from this other relationship. I get this feeling they may come in before you even walk away from this other relationship, before you even move forward. This is the Eight of Cups right next to the Nine of Swords and under this Four of Wands. So, I see you turning your back on whatever is causing you this pain here, this Nine of Swords. This is thoughts of truth and clarity, and they go through your mind over and over and over until finally I think you walk away. And I think it's because they were hiding the truth from you, and you're kind of stuck in this situation. This is where you start gathering your own truths about the whole thing. So you walk away, and you're walking right towards a Hierophant. Refusing this cup of love is allowing this Hierophant to come in. Now, the Hierophant is a card for Taurus. So Taurus might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, the Hierophant is traditional values, traditional morals. It can signify marriage. The center card can signify marriage. I have two cards for marriage here, and I think it's from whoever you have a happy reunion with, which is a soulmate. This is definitely a commitment coming in. Let me take out more cards. This is joyful too. Look, these two cards are very joyful with this reunion. And I feel like you've been in a place of unhappiness for quite a while. So Pisces, what else can you expect from this? Let's take out the second half for our Pisces for August, please. And there's Pisces right here. That's you. Okay. So I have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, and I just got done saying I think you were like stuck in this relationship for quite a while until you finally leave it and walk away. You turn your back on it. And you're walking right towards something much better. So the Pentacles. It was not a grounded relationship. You were feeling stuck, like your feet are glued to those pentacles. You got heavy pentacles, and one on your head, one in your arms. So I think you're by nature a grounded person, and I think whoever you were with was not very grounded, but you're moving forward anyway. You're gathering up, I got the Five of Swords, you're gathering up your truth and your clarity about this relationship during your deep, deep healing. So, and you're looking back at them. And you're like, it's like, why did I have you in my life? It's that kind of feeling I get. Why did I let this happen? So you're picking up, you're coming to realization of what this relationship is really all about. What it was all about, whatever it was not making you happy. So I have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands, this is blocking. You're going to block them from coming back in. They're going to try to come back in. They may even make promises of commitment or promises that, you know, this may turn into marriage or something. But you've had it. You're moving forward. You're blocking them. I have the Queen of Swords right under being stuck for so long. And next to them wanting to come back in, you're going to speak your peace. You're going to speak your mind, your truth. Your sword is up, so you're like warding them off with the sword, and you're saying, "Look, I can't have this. I wasn't happy." So it looks like you have some explaining that you do for them to try to make them understand why they can't accept them coming back into your life. I have the Hangman right next to the Queen of Swords and under the Five of Swords. So the Hangman is a card of enlightenment. See, the head is all lit up. So the Hangman, and I look around this card, it's like it wants to enlighten you. This whole reading is enlightening you. But for one thing, you're gathering your truth and your clarity. You're looking back at them. Another thing is you're going to speak your truth and your clarity. And another thing is we have the Knight of Pentacles on the other side. It's, you know, they wouldn't come forth with a committed and grounded relationship. And it looks like the horse is not even moving, doesn't it? But it is, but it's so darn slow, it could take lifetimes to reach you. This is the Pentacle. You were waiting for security and stability. They weren't offering it. And you block them now. It's like, forget it now. It's too late. So under the Queen of Swords is the King of Wands. This is possibly fire energy. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart, but more importantly, this is your energy, and you are holding a staff of new starts, new beginnings. You have your hand on your hip and you're ready to move. You're ready to move forward. And you're going to move forward. I can see it in this first part of the reading. So all these cards are male or female. Next to the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is looking right at the Hierophant. You're moving forward right towards a committed relationship. One with lots of love and happiness, joy. So next to the King of Wands is the King of Swords. We have the King and Queen of Swords. That's a lot of air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that might be around this reading someplace. But the King of Swords, this could be the soulmate relationship could be based on truth and clarity. But sword is up. Again, you're moving forward cautiously. You're in self-protection mode. You're going to make sure that this is really a committable, loving relationship before you end up in a commitment. And it's right next to the moon. This is your card, Pisces. But more importantly, it's about things being revealed, things coming to light. It's all this truthfulness. I think there's a lot of truth and clarity between you and your new soulmate that's coming in. And I think there's going to be a lot of enlightenment going on, a lot of things being exposed, coming to light. Oh, what else am I trying to think of? It's just like you didn't know that lobster was in the water till it crawled out. So these things that are being exposed, is all this truth and all this clarity. I think that's what this new relationship is really going to be based on. And I think that was really lacking in your other relationship. Let's take out one more clarifying card. Communication. We have the Eight of Wands. There's going to be a lot of communication, texting, emails, however you do it, whether it's video chat or whatever. And it has to do with you moving forward. You know, becoming unstuck. You're moving forward from this old feeling of being stuck and not moving forward in a relationship. I think this is with your new soulmate that you bump into. They might even ask for your phone number. You could exchange numbers, start texting, and all this is going to eventually, I'm not saying in the month of August, but it's going to start, I believe, in the month of August. And it will evolve into something just beautiful and very committed and with a lot of love and a lot of joy. And there's going to be a lot of truth and honesty between you two. And you're healing. Now remember, you're healing right down to your bare bones by leaving this other relationship behind. So if this sounds like you're reading, it probably is. If it doesn't, it probably isn't. And if you don't think it is, I would check my moon sign, because that's your emotional side. And so thank you so much, Pisces, for watching Universal Guidance.